seems like forever since you guys last played a contest. And how have you guys been, staying focused as you get ready for this conference opener?
It's just kind of business as usual. We come to practice and are working on continuing to get better day by day, week by week, and so the girls did a nice job of that. This is the first year we've had any bit of a break during Thanksgiving, and so it was kind of nice to let them have a few days off, and some of them got to go see their families, and we could kind of regroup and see what we need to work on to focus for conference action starting out.
It's a big one on Thursday with San Diego. Over the years, you guys have obviously had some big battles, some memorable contests, and they always it seems like competitive, just like you guys. And just talk about those battles you've had over the years and the game plan.
Right, UCSD's been one of the top teams in the conference. Last year, they won the conference tournament, and then prior years, won the regular season and whatnot. And so they have a history of winning, and they kind of have that mindset, and so that's always an advantage, I think, for our team is expecting to win, so they'll be a tough opponent. We have pretty similar records, and also looking at the scores against some teams that we both played, so it's, I think, going to be a good matchup as usual. Both teams have different characters as far as who's doing the scoring and whatnot this year, but I think it'll be a great matchup.
You guys lost the season series last year, but basically both you guys. It's new teams, new personnel, and obviously these other conference teams, they've had to take notice of just new players, so the impact they're having. But I guess if I was going to ask a question now, just talk about what makes this Jacks team different than last year. There we go. There's a question right there.
I think we have a lot more balance as a team. We relied solely last year on a few scorers and a few people to make plays, and this year we are pretty balanced. I think there are several people that could be our leading scorer on any given night, which is nice. It's tougher, I think, for teams to scout. They don't have to target one player here or there, and I think that just that balance is a big key for us.
It's been well noted that you guys have done pretty well on offense, but talk about just focusing on defense, and just defense, they say, wins championships, and talk about how you're focused on defense.
Right, that's been, this break has been great for us to do that. We've really tried to pick up the intensity defensively. We talk about focusing on for every possession of the whole game or the entire practice, and I think that's something that's tough to do, and the good teams can do that from day one till the end of March. The best teams know how to focus and play intense basketball, play winning basketball every possession, and that obviously includes the defensive end. And so that's an area that we've been really working on, our rotations, really working on the components that we think we need to do to elevate our game.
All right, since you've been coaching in this conference for quite a while, what's been the most difficult aspect of running through the conference schedule?
The conference itself, the CCAA is a 12-team conference with, that you play twice, but it is so competitive. Night in and night out is a grind. Anybody could win on any given night, and a lot of people, I think a lot of people use that term or that cliche and in other places, but it's really true in our conference. It's tough from top to bottom. You never have a night off, and so playing these early games are just as important as those games that we play at the end of February. And so it's long season, and we kind of treat it like a marathon, but you still have to bring it every night, and you have to be ready to go, night in and night out.
Scouting UC San Diego, have you seen anything that you guys might be able to take advantage of? Just kind of looking at their projected starting five, it seems like you guys might have a high advantage inside with Ellie and Lauren.
UCSD they do start at some smaller guards, but they're good. They're really quick, and then they rotate a few people in that are pretty big, and so I think that finally this year we have some size, and we can match up against some of their bigs, and they move Dutremont out to the wing on occasion, and then they get, they're pretty solid across the board. But I think that, they're pretty balanced. I feel like, we really have to do a good job trying to slow down Miranda Cito and keep her from getting too many easy buckets at the basket. She does a great job of pushing tempo and getting up the court and getting to the foul line. So I think that's key. And then obviously Dutramont's another key for them, that she can play inside. She's expanded her game to the 3-point line, and so she's going to be a tough one to defend as well.
You guys will play just a 4 contests in the month of December, 3 and 4 at home. How important of a month is it for you guys?
It's huge. We start, fortunately, at our conference slate with 3 games at home, and with finals week, our finals, our opponent's finals, you kind of try to get that schedule going where you'll be home for the finals week, obviously, and not miss too much school. And so we're, it's tough. The NCAA has limited games, and so we have this 2-week break, and then we're going to have another break in December, but then we'll kind of get rolling with more consistent games.
And obviously nobody wants to get off to a slow start. Nobody wants to go, 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. And, especially just playing, 4 conference games in December with more time off, it's probably bigger importance to get off to a good start.
Yeah, it always is. It always is important to start strong, but it's, our 4 games are all going to be pretty tough, and, with 2 against Pomona, and then this weekend with San Diego and San Bernardino. So it's no, small task to play those 4. But like I said earlier, these are just as important as the later games, and you can't put too much pressure on these ones or take them too lightly. At the same token, they all count equally for the season, and I think we're ready. We've run the gamut in our preseason of types of teams and style of play, and I think that we have all the experience that we need right now to get ready for conference.